Who's ready to bet on UFC? Me, that's who. UFC Bet with me. We're back, folks. We're going over UFC Kansas City. Headlined by Ian Machado Garry taking on Carlos Prates. And we got a lot of fights to talk about 12 or 13. Just like we do always, we're going to go over every single fight, give you guys the pick, the prediction, give you guys a parlay to get you paid, let you guys know which dogs are live and which dogs are barking. Like we do always, though. How'd you guys do on the last event? Transparency is key. I mean, we went 8-4 in our predictions. Not too bad. That Sean Woodson fight, they stopped a little bit too early for my liking. I mean, I didn't think it should have got ended that quick. Vogt retained the championship. Lopes wasn't in his category at all. And Paddy Pimblett, man, he beat the brakes off of Michael Chandler, man. I definitely had that one wrong, man. But we had a lot of good picks, a lot of good dogs, and a lot of money was made. So let's go ahead and get it started today, man. All right, now look, if you guys want our best bets, only thing you got to do is hit us up on our premium picks tabs, okay? We got the best handicappers on the world. We're all about putting money in your pocket to profit. Money back guarantee if the play don't hit. So let's go ahead and get it started on this week, man. Now look, on this week, I got an exclusive interview with one of the fighters fighting on this card. His name's Malcolm Wellmaker. If you guys wanted to see that interview, just type it up on YouTube. MMA Locker Room interviews Malcolm Wellmaker. It's on another channel out there, but you can definitely find it if you just type it in the search bar. So let's go ahead and get it started. First fight of the night, Jocelyn Edwards, 14-6. She's taking on Chelsea Chandler in here. Let's talk about the opening line. She opened up at a -260. Money's coming in. She's a 3-1 favorite. I like this girl. Her striking is there. She can mix in wrestling when she needs to. And Chelsea Chandler, she kind of struggles with the takedowns. She's a girl, though, that comes forward and she's trying to put all of her power in each single punch. She can't set anything up. Jocelyn Edwards can set stuff up. She knows how to win rounds. She knows how to win minutes. We called her in her last fight to get the finish. That was her first time getting the finish in the UFC, and she got it done. I like Jocelyn Edwards a lot this week. I think she gets her hand raised. Next fight taking place, we got Timmy Kawamba taking on Roberto Romero. All right, man, so this line is pretty much a pick 'em on either side, okay? And the reason why is because this fight just got thrown together on short notice, okay? Roberto Romero took a fight against David Oama on short notice, had a good, decent round and showing. He's a Mexican fighter that's always coming forward with a lot of punches and a lot of pace, but the fight IQ is not there, and he's defensively not sound. Timmy Kawamba 0-2 in the UFC, but he's been training with the better fighters. I think he's going to be able to finally get his hand raised in this one, man. I like the dog in this one. You could get a little bit of money on him in here. He's one of those fighters that usually goes out there and just tries to win by decision. In this one, I think he's going to have to put a little bit more on each round because you do not want to go 0-3 in the UFC being in this young career because you'll get cut. But I like Timmy Kawamba in this one, man. I think the fight goes the distance. Next fight taking place, we got Jacqueline Amaron. She's taking on Polyana Vannata. It's going to be a good one for as long as it lasts. Jacqueline Amaron, 9-1. She's been putting together some good wins in the UFC. Used to watch her fight a lot in the LFA where she was 6-0 before she came. Jiu-jitsu is her pedigree, man. She gets you down. She's going for the submission. She's looking for the finish. She opened up a -550. Money came in, went to a 600, went to a 700, went to 800. Man, she might close out as the biggest favorite on this card as a -900. Look, this is how you cut the price down. All right, chalk talk. Let's go ahead and take Jacqueline Amaron to win inside the distance. I think it's going to be by submission, and I'm going to go ahead and predict the early one, too. I'll say first or second round. All right, next fight taking place. Cameron Simon, 9-2, taking on Malcolm Wellmaker, making his UFC debut, 8-0. All right, man, this is going to be one of the better fights in the bantamweight division, okay? Cameron Simon's a young, good, talented striker, and he only came on 2 bad losses in the UFC. One to Peyton Talbot, one to Christian Rodriguez. Malcolm Wellmaker made his UFC debut on the Dana White Contender Series last season. I was able to get an interview with him right before that fight. He called his prediction, said he's going to knock him out in the first round. Folks, he knocked him out in the first round. Now it took some time, had an opponent that he was supposed to fight in November. That fight got canceled. Man, I like this kid. I think he got power. I think he has speed. I think he has fight IQ. This is the thing. We haven't really seen him tested too much because of the level of opponents. The price is lying right, man. Cameron Simon does have the better experience, fought the who's and everything like that. But in this fight, man, You know me. I'm gonna stay off it because I don't like predicting stuff that I got that I interview fighters with, man. That's my new rule over here, man. But yeah, just know when I seen that line come out for Malcolm Wellmaker, man, it was minus 126 like 2 weeks ago. I was telling everybody, man, about it. I thought it was gonna go to minus 160. I was wrong. Money's coming in on the other side. It's pretty much like, you know, minus 115 or anything like that. With that being said, if you guys want more information on this fighter, check out my interview with Malcolm Wellmaker. Just type in MMA Locker Room interviews Malcolm Wellmaker. It just came out on the internet yesterday, so you can definitely catch it out there floating out there. All right, though, man. Let's go. Next fight taking place, man. We got Damon Blackshere. He's taking on Hang. All right, man. Shout out to Damon Blackshere, man. Talented fighter, but in this one, he's getting bet up. Minus 450, closing out at minus 5-1. Hang, he comes from Fight Ready right here, man. Shout out to Fight Ready. When I was in Arizona, got to go out there seeing Santino DeFranco and some other people in the gym as well. So shout out to y'all, man. But in this one, man, I think Damon Blackshere gets it done in this one. I think he's going to be able to cover that price tag as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it done inside the distance and wins by submission in this one. Next fight taking place, Chris Gutierrez is taking on John Castaneda. Let's talk about it in this one because this fight's been booked about 2 or 3 times now, and it seems like they had to move it up to a higher weight class because John Castaneda had a problem getting on that scale and prevailing. So in this one, man, Chris Gutierrez is a talented striker. He usually gives you a big number of leg kicks, right? And fighters sometimes, they can't deal with him, man. He got 2 knockouts from leg kicks before. In this one, though, John Castaneda, his path to victory is to kind of outstrike him a little bit. He's the more overall better fighter because he can mix in wrestling. Chris Gutierrez, he struggles so bad with takedowns. If he gets taken down, kind of just sits there like this, looks around and stuff. But in this one, it's kind of like, where's the mentality in both these fighters? John Castaneda seems like he's been dealing with weight problems and, you know, stuff like that. If you're dealing with weight issues and you're going into a 15-minute fight compared to a fighter who's having no problem, you know, and he's just been waiting to fight Chris Gutierrez has on the sideline. He's going to always fight the same game plan, the same way. I was going back and forth on this one. I think I'm getting to the Chris Gutierrez side in this one. I think he gets it done, but the best bet is the fight to go the distance in this one. Next fight taking place, Evan Elder taking on Gage Young. Let's talk about it. Both these fighters are going to be fighting in their hometown, okay? Evan Elder's the favorite in here, minus 2-1. In the UFC so far, it's been hit or miss with him, okay? Couple of wins, but 1 loss or 2 losses, I want to say, okay? He's a good fighter, man. He likes to come forward and everything like that. Gage Young, he has power. He's good at striking as well. Both these guys got identical records in this one, okay? So, when we're talking about how this fight's going to play out, both these guys got the hometown crowd. Evan Elder was supposed to be fighting on this card. Gage Young just got thrown on this card because of short notice, opponent pulling out and getting arrested. I like Evan Elder in this spot. It's not a fighter that I could just look at and say, oh, okay, he's minus 220. He should win this one, and let me go ahead and put money on a parlay with him and one other fighter. I don't feel that confident in his minus 220 price tag compared to other fighters that I'll talk about later on in the card, okay? But I do like Evan Elder, man, and I might have to retrace my statement when it's all said and done, man. Because I actually do like Evan Elder a little bit now that I start to think about how it could play out and everything, man. But let's go ahead, man. We got more fights to talk about. Before we do that, smash the like button for me one time. We had a great weekend last week on PFL. Gave you guys some free picks out there on the drive-thru. And pretty much... well, we went, 3-1? You know, we only lost 1 pick on there. Came through with 2 dogs for you guys. But yeah, man. So if you guys want to see a little bit more of what I do, I'm all into the MMA media side, okay? That's where I try to shine and everything like that. So if you guys want to see my exclusive interviews and more content, just hit me up, man. I'm out there on the sites. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Just type in the name and, you know, you'll see what comes next. Next fight taking place, Matt Schnell taking on Jimmy Flick. Let's talk about it. Matt Schnell, big favorite, minus 3-1. Now he's down to a minus 260. Last time we seen Matt Schnell, he got finished by Steve Irsay, flatline. Jimmy Flick, good fighter, good grappler, looking for the submission type of fighter in his approach, right? Jimmy Flick, though, man, this is the thing. He came to the UFC. And then he kind of like retired for a little bit. Didn't have some things right in his personal life. Then he came back. And when he came back, man, it seems like at least he has his mind right, you know, and that's what you really need when you're stepping in this cage. I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I like Matt Schnell. I think he's the way better fighter overall, okay? He has an awkward way of striking sometimes. He makes his hands like this, look stationary, doesn't know how to block. But overall, I think he's the better fighter, but I just can't trust him in this one. I think Jimmy Flick's a dog, and I think he's going to go out there and looking to finish Matt Schnell. And, you know, he might even get a 50K bonus, man. Be honest with you guys. The only way I would be looking at this fight if Matt Schnell was like minus 140. Anything higher than minus 150, minus 160, I can't get to it. You know, I definitely wouldn't be able to get to it, man. Jimmy Flick, I think, is the live dog for you guys out there, man. I think both these fighters has finishability and upside. I don't think this one's going the distance. And I'm taking the dog in this one, man. Give me Jimmy Flick to get it done. All right, man. Next fight taking place. We got Ikram Akaskerov taking on Andre Munis. Ikram Akaskerov, 15-2, talented fighter. Opened up a minus 6-1 favorite. Money came in a little bit, got him up to a minus 7-1. Money came in on Munis. Now he's right around that 6-1 favorite in there. Let's talk about it. He has power. Okay, so when it comes to the striking ability, he's way better than Munis in that. Munis is a one-trick pony, one thing to do, and that's get you down, man. That's it, man. He goes for those takedowns. Last fight out, he had more than 7 or 8 takedowns on the Iron Turtle, I want to say. And he was able to win. But his strikes, he doesn't do anything when he's on top, man. It's just going to hold you down. That old Damian Maia type of jiu-jitsu style, right? That's not going to win you any more fights, man, in this one. He was a dark horse in the division about 2 years ago. Ever since he's been taking those L's, it seemed like everybody figured him out in here. Ikram Akaskerov, coming off a loss against Robert Whittaker. We have Robert Whittaker in that spot. He's a talented fighter, though, that a lot of people been, you know, thinking that he's going to be the next guy in this division. This is going to be a test, but not a tough test to get past. I think he wins inside the distance. I think he KOs Munis. I want to say, I don't know exactly what round, but I'm just going to say Ikram Akaskerov wins inside the distance in this one. Next fight taking place, man, we got Randy Rude Boy Brown taking on Nicholas Darby. Randy Brown opened up a minus 260 favorite out there on the books. Let's talk about Nicholas Darby, because that name, he's a live dog in any fight, right? But this is the thing. He's fighting an opponent that I think Randy Brown is going to have the perfect game plan for Nicholas Darby. Nicholas Darby is just kind of standing out there, and Randy Brown's going to be popping that jab out there, just moving around, playing to the crowd, and Nicholas Darby's going to be trying to press him up against the cage and win minutes that way, okay? Nicholas Darby does strike, though, with some good overhand counters and stuff, and he can mix in the wrestling and takedown and get you down. I think Nicholas Darby could win one round in here, but when it's all said and done, I like Randy Brown to win. I think he gets it done by decision as well. Next fight taking place, Pierre taking on Abusam Magomedov. This is going to be a good one, a banger, folks. We got a real good one right here on our hands. Pierre, a talented fighter, 3-1 in its new weight class, only coming off a loss against Fluffy Hernandez. We have Fluffy in that spot. Besides that, I've been on Pierre for like the last 7 or 8 straight fights. Never let me down, okay? In this one, he has the more power. He has variety of strikes that he could throw. He has the better footwork. He has more tools. He has more ways to win. He can mix in the wrestling. Sneaky way. I think he could get this up. Abus Magomedov is a good, powerful striker. You know, grappling is not his specialty, but he can grapple when he needs to, okay? Showing that, hey, he can also win by decision too. We had him a couple of spots in his last couple of fights as well. In this one, though, I got to go with Pierre. The money's coming in, too. He was once a 160 favorite. Got down to a minus 135. Sign me up, folks. We're going that way. Next fight. Jakassi taking on David Oama in this one. David Oama is the favorite. Minus 195 down to a minus 170 in here. 13-2. Talented striker out here. But it's like, where is he training at? What's going on with his fight camp? Used to come out from the Glory Gym with James Krause. You guys know the story with that. Since then, I think he switched camps and everything. Switched teams. Giga, though, he just stays on the sideline. He doesn't fight. But he has that one thing, and it's the Giga kick. And he has a lot more, man. He's a talented kickboxer, okay? But sometimes it's like he's losing these fights until he just wins. In this one, David Oama at that price tag, I like this guy a lot. I got to see him fight live against Nate Landwehr. It was one of the best fights I've ever seen. But I like the dog in this one, man. I just do. David Oama gasses out, and Jakassi fights a smart, game planted, calculated fight. I can see Giga winning by decision in this one. What do you guys think? All right. Next fight, co-main event time. Anthony Smith retirement fight. That's what it said, okay? It said that this is his retirement fight. He's taking on Ming Zhang, 18-6. Let's talk about the odds. Ming Zhang's a -5-1 favorite in here. Anthony Smith looks like he's pretty much canned goods, bro. He's done, okay? He's been cooked. But he's a good fighter, okay? And I was going to say he's durable. He is, though. You know, he could take a beating. And then he's just going to drop. Ming Zhang, let's talk about him, man. He has a lot of first-round finishes. I want to say his last 9 or 10 fights, all were first-round finishes. I like him in this spot, and I like him to get the job done early and often, man. He's a good grappler, so actually, if Ming Zhang wanted to, I think he could take down Anthony Smith and just win by ground and pound as well, man. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I like Ming Zhang to win in round 1 by KO. That's the way that you get paid on this fight. Next fight taking place, Carlos Prates, the bad guy, underdog, taking on Ian Machado, Garry, Striker's Delight, 15-1, -130 on the price tag, okay? Now look, this is a fight to where I'm going to just tell you guys like this. Pick your side and meet me out the window and let's get paid. The price is right on either of these fighters, okay? You're getting Prates as an underdog. He's been a favorite in multiple fights. You're getting Garry at a good price tag, and I think he's the better overall fighter that's going to have a game plan just to win and to go out there. I like Ian Machado Garry in this spot. I was going back and forth a little bit, but to be honest, man, I just think that his clean striking and the way that he's so technical, he's going to know exactly, okay, I'm not going to leave myself vulnerable to any of these strikes. I think he's going to fight him the same way that he fought Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal is a guy that has power. Ian Garry didn't even give nobody the fight that they wanted. He just stayed on the bike and just, you know, just won by decision. This is going to be a 5-round fight. Garry already has experience in that. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. Ian Garry might be able to turn it up in the 4th or 5th round and just win by KO inside the distance just because we haven't seen Carlos Prates play out like that yet. So in here, let me know who you guys like in the main event. Y'all going with Carlos Prates? Or y'all going with Ian Machado Garry, man? Let me know, man. I like Ian Garry in this one, man. Let me ask the dog, man. Who you like, man? You like Carlos Prates? You like Ian Garry? You heard him. Let's go. All right, man. Now let's give you a parlay to get you guys paid today. All right, man. I'm taking Ming Zhang and I'm taking Blackshere, okay? Look, big favorites on the card, okay? Just put them two together. It's my most confident picks on the card, I would say. If you guys wanted to, you know, get better odds with that, you could add a third leg always. But I don't like doing 3-leg parlays, man. That's 3's too many, man. 2, you get in, you get out. That third one, man, it's always a tricky spot. But let me know who you guys are betting on this week. Who's your guys' best underdog on the card? What's your guys' 2-leg parlay? And meet me at the window and let's get paid. MMA Locker Room here. UFC Bet with me. See you guys next time.